It's David Hooper. This is Big Podcast Daily. This is a different type of episode. I am in my office. The dog is at my feet, and I've got something new that I'm testing out. What's happening here is I am testing a way to podcast remotely. If you're interested, I'm going to tell you how I'm doing it. I'm going straight into my iPhone, and I'll get into the equipment here in just a second. This is done via Spreaker's Studio app. I've got an account with Spreaker. I've got a special podcast just for live segments. Those live segments are then taken to the Big Podcast Daily feed automatically, which in theory is coming to you just as a normal episode. The equipment that I'm using a knockoff of the Shure SM58. It's called the ES58. It's by a company called GLS Audio. $30 at Amazon.com. Shure SM58 is the top-selling, most popular mic ever. It's old technology. You've seen it in comedy clubs. You've seen it at every place you've ever been to that has a microphone. Music venues, churches use it. Here's what I think is happening. These things are made in Japan. I think they've literally taken the plans, the parts, everything that's inside a Shure SM58. They've recreated it. They're releasing it at about 30% of the cost. SM58, not an expensive mic. It's $100. This one, $30. Testing it out. It looks exactly like it, feels exactly like it, sounds exactly like it. Frequencies, all the same. Talked to an engineer about it. More or less the same mic. So the GLS Audio ES58 is the name of this microphone. It goes into something called the iRig preamp. That allows it to connect directly into an iPhone, and I'm using an iPhone 6 that goes into the Spreaker app. The Spreaker app posts it to my live feed, and that live feed is automatically sucked in through the Big Podcast Daily feed, which is via Libsyn. So if you're interested in doing remote podcasting, you're going on the road, you're hitting conferences, you're doing speaking engagements, you've got live events, you want to record live, maybe you're like me, you want to go into the office, have the dog sitting at your feet. This is an option for you. If you are curious about how to do this, I'm in the process of writing it up, and that's going to be at bigpodcast.com. Thank you for listening. If you haven't already subscribed, do it. I'm here every day, and Big Podcast Daily is available wherever you get your podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Google Play Music. Just search for Big Podcast Daily. Hit the subscribe button. You will never miss an episode. I'll see you tomorrow.